Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maggie, and as you saw from the description, this is a paper bag junk journal flip through. I did get a question, and I do appreciate the question because I've had that exact same question so what is the purpose of a junk journal? Well, this is only one of many uses for a junk journal. This was a paper bag junk journal that I made, as you can see by the title. This was, and it's getting a little bit beat up, so I'm going to have to do a little repair work, but I wanted to show you what I put together to kind of record what I felt was a very unique time in history, the things that we were experiencing. And I definitely would do things very differently. This is using a gift bag, a brown paper gift bag I got from the Dollar Tree. I like it because I've moved the handles here can be a handle that you would, I'm going to demonstrate one of these later on, but I wanted to show you the flip through first. Okay. So this is the whole thing. And I love that there's a pocket here for you to put things in, and I'll pull out what I have in here. These are so fun. Different things that I received that I stored up and saved that happened. First of all, we have gloves because everybody was getting funny with gloves and wanting gloves. I also have a mask. And then there's a variety of different, this was my husband and I had gone to DC during that time. So I saved that up. We had gone to Arlington and different things that we had done later in the year. I saved those maps and put those there. And we had also gone to Mount Vernon. There was an election that was happening, and so I've got a sample ballot. This was from a little lunch we'd taken my granddaughter to. This was a card that I had received. And then this was from a restaurant we go to. They started doing online orders. Oops. My husband and I started taking beach walks, and so I collected some shells. And then this was sent to me by one of the craft groups. They sent it to me just as a fun little happy mail. It was really great to have something to retreat into. Okay, oops, and there's a couple of menus and different things in here as well from different restaurants we had gone to. We tried that one for the first time. It's a good restaurant. The Simple Greek, and then this is a menu from Hopsteiner. Things had changed so much in how they even ran their business. They had to change. So I started making notations, and see, I'm ripping the bag. Let me just put that there. I'll get that back in there later so it doesn't tear it up. I use this to kind of write down. I found my first pack of toilet paper on the shelves on May the 14th. And that was since March. So from March until May 14th, I couldn't find a single pack of toilet paper. And then this was the little endings of a roll, so I flattened it, one hot commodity. Found hand sanitizer for the first time since March on the 22nd of May. The epicenter for it was Wuhan, China. The first case in the U.S. was January the 31st, 2019. So shelter in place began March 16th. Just different things I made note of. And then these were timelines of things. This was a psalm. Psalm 91 is the protection psalm. I made sure that I had that there to remind me. I'm a Christian and I believe in the prophetic gifts. And so I was writing down some of the things that were being said by the prophets. I worked at the Christian Broadcasting Network at the time. And the leader of that, Gordon Robertson, on March 2nd, he shared with us during a special chapel what he was doing as an organization head, giving us 180 extra hours of sick time above our normal sick time if any of us were to come down with coronavirus. So, all right. These were little things I put in here. This was Proverbs 3, 1 and 2. different things I added. How we did Easter Sunday, online church at home. And then who came to our Easter Sunday, and this is a little picture of a Seder feast. Social distancing, wash your hands, shelter in. This was just to make it a fun memory. It's not really in order, but our essential workers, all non-essential businesses that were shut down. This was my craft closet. A lot of people started doing a lot of crafting. And so this was an ATC that I made. ATC stands for Artist Trading Card. It's about the size of a card from a deck of cards. It's a great way to create a small little piece of art. I have a whole binder that's just filled with ATCs that I've collected from other people. But just things, be creative. These are paper bags. This is one end of the paper bag. With God, all things are possible. Oops. And these are just fun little things that I found that I liked, that I wanted to paper clip there to make it look pretty. For me, the junk journal is about putting in it the things I enjoy looking at. Okay, here's another ATC. Change is good. Okay. And then this was another pocket to put some other things. Avon products, they started getting into fighting grime, breathe easy, hands-on. You know, it's really a sign of the times of what was happening. And then our Christmas party was going to be online, our employee Christmas party. And this is another menu from another restaurant at Bravo's. That's an Italian. I don't know if we have a Bravo's here. That seems like it's a chain. You could reinforce these if you wanted. You know, if you go in and out a lot, those paper things will rip. But I did add lace to the end of that and a little embellishment and a little card here. And then these were the stats for the state of Virginia. I kind of stopped keeping track after a while, but this was a way to keep me, you know, focused. I also, as I was praying that, wrote down some other things, and then this little pray without ceasing, and then just different things. I wound up winning an Amazon gift card through something we were doing at work. They were really trying to keep us engaged. This was something for prayer week that week at work. Do not be afraid, only believe. And then here's another menu. This was the second eat-in restaurant visit we had, was to Texas Roadhouse, because you weren't allowed to go out to eat at all. The restaurants were shut down, and they started opening things up little by little. I believe that was in June. And these are creating different pockets. Our telethon, a lot of this had to do with work. Zoom meetings became huge. All staff, our reunion committee meetings, because I was on a reunion committee, family video calls, online church. It was just wonderful. Communion at home. Date nights, we would go to the restaurants, grab the food, and go home and eat, which I enjoy. So these were some of the different places we wanted to continue. Then all the movies were at home. That was kind of neat. These were tickets when we finally were able to go into the theaters, and they were airing oldies but goodies. I think this was from the Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary. $10 tickets. I think that theater wound up shutting down, and then someone bought it. I mean, this was the last movie they aired. These were new movies that came out, so we wrote them down. Movie theaters reopened August 20th. And so that was unique. Okay. Some of the different things that my husband and I were doing. We were still able to go to the golf course, long walks, golf dates, putting practice, home dance workouts, Zumba, Fitbit. So that was really fun. And then this is another pocket I created from a bag. And I have in here some notes and things that people were sending me, which are fun. And then this was the beginning of my fitness journey of getting well. And the first week of being on Eat Like a Bear and following some elements of the keto diet, I wound up losing 13 pounds between the 8th of June and the 12th of June. And then from there, I went on to lose 65 or 70, I can't believe. And I've kind of been maintaining. I'm getting ready to get back into all that. But at home, we started meal planning and home baking and new recipes, experimenting, made from scratch, starting fresh. I just wanted to just reflect. Eating at home was becoming more of a thing. Mother's Day was different, and so I kind of jotted what happened Mother's Day. Really nice what the girls did for me. And then here's another pocket with a bunch of different fun things, because we did have fall telethon. Once again, this was an election year, so there were sample ballots and things that I put in here of the different candidates and stuff, the different things that were going on with all the candidates. I got them from both candidates because both candidates were running. And so, okay. These are historical. So I got them from everybody. Everybody who was running. Voter pocket guide. That was very important, all of them. And then there's my I voted sticker. And then my husband and I took a day trip to Jamestown. We're blessed to live in such a highly historical area. We went, and this was in July. And so it was just fun exploring the history and shopping, doing what we were able to do because things were beginning to open up. And then we started doing some house renovation projects on my mother's house at that time. My daughter and her husband were going to buy it. And they did. They're living there now. Here's another ATC. Again, and this you could use to write something on the back, just if that reminds you of a note, tuck it into this was the bottom of the paper bag. And so you kind of glue down the sides and create a little pocket to tuck something in. We started doing home projects at home, cleaning out the gutters, the upstairs bathroom. We painted upstairs, in the different places that we were going. And this, of course, I just found in one of those, I think it was Better Homes and Gardens or something. They always have a section that highlights paint colors like this and things that work together. So we were doing stuff around the house, organizing and cleaning and purging and improving and upgrading. So just this I thought was a pretty visual. And then how we celebrated Father's Day. See, and this I've reserved for photographs. I haven't even printed off my photographs to put in here. I'm way behind on this. But here's another menu. My husband and I love going out to eat at restaurants. Okay. He makes beauty out of ashes. So I do have some pictures I'm going to collage here of different things we were doing. And then these were the different things that we were doing to sweep and scrub the walls and clean the windows. Because we were all in the house. Cleaning products and toilet paper got fully stocked at the Dollar Tree on June the 5th. Toilet paper stocked on the shelves at Walmart June 18th. As of 8/10/20, still no Lysol spray of any kind in any store can be found. And it took a while. I don't even remember when that stuff came back into stock, but it was ridiculous. The birthday wishes, and I wrote down some of the birthdays we celebrated. And then here's another pocket. These are just some fun notes I received from some people. Really nice. This was my brother-in-law had this printed off and sent it to me as a postcard. I'm just doing a little outdoor picnic. Our family, thankfully there was a lot of people that lived in my home, so I really wasn't isolated or by myself. But just wonderful note cards I received from people, just keeping in touch. So I really appreciated that. It was a great way to stay connected. And that, kind of triggered me into doing a little bit more writing. Here's some other fun things I've done. And then my husband and I'll pick those up. We started binge watching some of our favorite TV shows. He got me into the anime series, My Hero Academia, which is really kind of cute. Hallmark Channel, Disney, Star Wars series, Twilight, Babylon 5, Duck Dynasty, Fox Nation. This again is set aside for photographs. This was another voter registration thing. These right here are for pictures, which I haven't put in there yet, as was this. But I was in my journal, and so there might be a few things I may need to add here to add some dialogue to the journal. But you see, I haven't even finished it. So, and this was more prophetic things that were being said, some more blank pages for photographs. And then back here, I created a pocket with some other things. This was an activity sent to us for our fall telethon, and I just colored it, and some more cards and different things that we had going on that were just fun things that I just wanted to keep track of, put in here. That's like, oh, I remember that. There's graduations going on and different things. And so that's it. I'm going to demonstrate how to make one of these on my channel, but you see how those things are. So this is a memory keeper. Once I get the pictures added, I've got them all in a separate folder. I just need to go down and get them printed off. This will be like a complete memory, a piece of history. I do need to do some repair work on it because I do have some edges coming up to strengthen and reinforce it. But I'll be making one of these. I had some mistakes in this one that I'm not going to do again. But just a great way to take a bag and turn it into a journal that you could have for a specific time. You could do the same thing for a trip. Just make one of these to document the fun things you did on that trip. It's almost like scrapbooking and journaling together. It's just really a whole lot of fun, and it's a great way to keep the things together that you want to keep. So there's that. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for taking a little time to watch this video. I hope you decide to like and subscribe and click that notification bell. God bless. Bye until next time.